Cody, come on in if you want to run Vault of Glass. Anybody that wants to run Vault of Glass, come on in. Jump on in. We don't need to talk to each other. Who needs to talk to each other? No human interaction. All right, so let's hear. Okay, let's get this started again. Guys, welcome to my channel. If you're watching on YouTube, I really appreciate you watching on YouTube. My name is David. This is my channel, Guardian Outpost. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Guardian Outpost. And if you want to click on my heart here on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost. Every day, usually at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, I do a streamer spotlight where I interview a growing streamer, a new streamer, and we interview them, we get to know them, and we introduce them to a new audience. You know, this is something I like to do. If this is your first time watching this video or hearing about me, I'm the guy that created these hashtag support smaller streams. What a support smaller streams does, it's a way to pass along information. You know, it's a way to show people that, you know, check out this streamer, he's growing, he's serious about it, and he really wants you to check him out. What I do with support smaller streams is if people, you know, tweet at me, if you guys tweet at me at Guardian Outpost, I visit your stream, I interact, I chat. Most of the times I follow. And then, you know, I'll give you a nice shout out. We do support for support around here. So if you come to my channel, check me out, support me, I am more than happy to go to your channel and support you. That's what support smaller streams is all about. I invite everybody to use the hashtag. Go ahead and use the hashtag whenever you so please. The only thing I ask is if you please go ahead and pay the hashtag forward. If you use the hashtag on yourself, don't just hog the hashtag and keep it to yourself. That's kind of eliminates the purpose of the hashtag. Use it on someone else. Like my guest today, JSniperton. Let's say JSniperton tweets something out. Hey guys, I'm streaming. Come check me out. Hashtag support smaller streams. I would like to see JSniperton go, well, you know what? Go check out Guardian Outpost. Hashtag support smaller streams. That's basically how I like to have the hashtag used. It is my gift to the streaming community, and it is a hashtag that's really kind of blown up. So again, today our guest is the one and only JSniperton. Jay, man, thanks for joining me, man. I know it's really early/late where you're at right now, so thanks for joining me, man. How you doing?
Oh, good, man. Doing well. How are you?
I am good. You know, when Aura told me you were the guest, today, I got really excited. I'm like, yeah, JSniperton is the guest. Cool, man. I really want to ask him a lot of questions. So, man, you know, give us a little bit, Jay. Give us a little bit of your gaming history, man.
Gaming history. All right. Well. I'm old, right, as some of us are, and I grew up with NES was my first system, and kind of grew up from that. Mostly Nintendo systems, actually. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64, all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it was just one of those things that always made sense to me. It's very simple, like, you know, old side-scrollers, all that kind of stuff. And growing up, it's always been something that I've enjoyed doing, sometimes more seriously than others. And I don't know if I've ever not gamed. Like, even when I wasn't home, I always had portable systems, all that kind of stuff, taking it with me, whatever I could do. And I don't know, I started checking out Twitch and thought, hey, maybe I should try to give this a shot since I miss performing and stuff. And kind of said, what the heck?
You miss performing? I'm sorry, where would you perform before?
So 99% of the people here are not going to know what I'm talking about, but
I'm one of those.
I did
obviously.
Yeah, drum and bugle corps.
Ah.
So it's kind of like a professional marching band. Yeah, right. Band nerd.
Band nerd. So did one time at band camp, did you stick a flute up someone's? Right. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Never heard that in my life. All right, and
no, he doesn't hear that every day, guys.
No. So it was like professional marching band. I'm a drummer. So I performed in a couple of the more well-known groups and was, I mean, to that community, similar to the Twitch community, like if you're popular, then or you know, if you're good at what you do, you're kind of like a mini celebrity. That's kind of how it was for me for a little while.
What high school did you go to that the band geeks were popular?
Well, no, it wasn't. It was not really high school. I mean, the drummers were kind of the dudes that floated by or whatever in high school, but this... It's a niche community. It's like Twitch. Like, you try to explain Twitch to somebody outside of Twitch, they're like, people watch you play video games. Yeah, it's that kind of thing with drum corps. Like, you travel across the U.S. Over 3 months performing and competing against others, and you pay to do that.
That's not too weird. Yeah, that's not too weird. I mean,
it's similar. It's like weird little niche communities, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you missed performing, man. So
Yeah.
so what? You were like the? Were you like the? Did you do solos? Did you say you missed performing? Were you like a solo act?
Well, no, you're performing in front of between, I don't know, 5 and 30,000 people on a nightly basis. So, you know, you're also performing in front of 20 to 100 people when you're warming up in a very close environment outside. So you kind of learn to harness your skills and what you're doing with the instrument, and then you're also having to emote to them as a performer. And so it's similar to Twitch in a way where, you know, you have to be entertaining, you have to be worth watching, you have to be intriguing for somebody to watch. You gotta kind of capture their attention and stuff like that. And I didn't get to do that for about 10 years, and I love doing it, so I figured I'd give Twitch a shot.
So that's what drew you to Twitch, was the need to be in front of the people and have your ego stroked.
No, it's not about the ego. It's just I miss.
I'm kidding with you.
Goofy. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
You just miss me. So Twitch was a calling to you when you first saw it. When was the first time you saw it? And when you first saw it, what were your thoughts on it?
Well, I think the first time I saw it was probably, it had to have been around like one of the Bungie reveals early with like Broman or Goth, was around the time I think I found Twitch.
So right before House of Wolves.
Ish, yeah. Whenever they started doing that stuff, I think I was like, because I was into Destiny at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I want to, check out what the new content's going to look like, all that kind of stuff. So.
Speaking of new content, are you excited about the new content that we're getting on April 12th?
Absolutely. I mean, anything that's not additional cost, I don't understand why anybody wouldn't be excited about that. It's like, oh, you're going to hand us more content, we don't have to pay extra? Why would I not enjoy that? You know what I mean? Like something new to play for quote-unquote free.
Someone is definitely going to, there's going to be people that will complain. There will be people that will complain and be like, I would rather pay $10 for something good than free for something crappy. So, you know what's gonna happen. So your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think we're getting, man? What you've read the thing. What do you think it is that we might be getting in this new update? Go ahead.
Something good.
Something good. That's it. Just something good. No.
Yeah. Well, no. I was thinking. I've been saying for a long time that I think it's going to be refresh of the year 1 stuff. So my guess would be making them Taken. Like Taken versions of Vault of Glass, Taken versions of Crota. They're giving us new levels and new gear and stuff. It would be sweet to see revised versions of those year 1 guns and armor and all that kind of stuff too. Be pretty sweet, because I love those year 1 raids for sure.
Now, what's your specialty? I know what your specialty is because I go to your stream all the time. But what's your specialty when you do stream? To those that don't know, what JSniperton, our guest, what he normally does when he streams.
I love PvE content. For 2 reasons. One, it's more relaxing to me and I don't have to focus on it as much. And it allows me to give all of the attention to the chat, which is what I believe Twitch should be, is about the community and chat and all that stuff. Like when I try to play PvP, it's the exact opposite. I can't do it. But as far as PvE goes, I enjoy and get satisfaction out of helping others get gear that they may not be able to get otherwise. Like if they don't have a fire team or somebody to guide them through something, or they're nervous and worried they're going to screw something up or whatever, we try to stay positive, let people make mistakes, learn as they go. As long as they let us know up front that they don't have experience, it's like, okay, well, run the relic. Go do it. Learn. You're not going to learn any other way. And most of the people that you find on LFG or whatever expect you to have it down pat when you join up with them.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
You are such a patient man. I gotta tell you. The ability to be able to run new people through the raid is it is a superpower that you have, man. It truly is, because I've tried to do it. I've tried to do it and I just can't. I mean, not that I've yelled at anybody, because I haven't yelled at anybody, but there's been so many times where I'm like, all right, guys, obviously we're not gonna be able to do this, so we're gonna have to move on and try another time, But you stick through it, man. What's the longest time it's taking you to run some new people through a raid? Or you got a down pack so good that, man, you can run people through in an hour?
There's been a couple of times that like Orcs Challenge Mode specifically has taken 3 hours or more just to get that done with one group.
Oh my goodness, yeah,
So a full range, 4+ hours. But to go along with the whole performing thing and the drum corps thing, I also taught for 5, 6, 7 years and like teenager age. So I understand and am used to giving instructions, letting people make mistakes, and being patient with it, because you can't expect people to learn something the first time they're ever doing it. You know what I mean? We're all noobs once.
Yes.
We're all there. So that's all it is.
Well, that's great. Do you ever dip into PvP ever? Or no, you just kind of like, I'm good?
I mean, I enjoy it off stream because I can give 100% focus to it. I played quite a bit more in year one. Like I was a 1.5 KD average player, like a little bit above average. Now I'm
above average PvP-ness. Nice.
Yeah, if I play on stream now, it's barely 1.0 KD because I want to give attention to the chat, and it's really difficult for me to do that and also focus on PvP. So like usually when I play PvP, it's like Iron Banner or whatever, but people ask me to run trials with them all the time, and I'm just like, no, thank you.
Now you've been growing a lot lately, man. What do you mean? Obviously, a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people are saying this to you, and maybe you want to kind of. I don't know how. It's always interesting to see how streamers react to this, but I always ask a lot of streamers, what do they see in their future. Obviously, you're trying to push for that partnership, right? And I think it's coming for you.
Well, I mean I wouldn't have said that a few months ago, but now it's. With the baby coming soonishly and stuff, it would be awesome to have something that I can kind of tie a ribbon around and actually grow from at that point and have a sustainable, at least part of an income come from streaming. That would be pretty sweet, for sure.
New baby, first baby?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations, boy or girl?
Thank you, boy.
Oh, nice, man. Enjoy that boy. Let me tell you, man. Don't let anyone tell you how to be a parent. Just do whatever the hell you want to do, man. You want him to sleep with you in your bed every single night. You want to carry him everywhere. Do what makes the Snipertons, happy, man. So yeah,
feed him Cheetos. Got it.
Let him eat Cheetos, man. Let him eat Cheetos. If he wants to eat Cheetos, let him eat Cheetos. Let me tell you, man. If my daughter starts to bitch and moan and she wants something, I'm like, what do you want? I'll give you anything. I give her whatever she wants. Obviously, eventually they get to an age where you could tell them, you can show them properly. But when they're young, go ahead and make them happy and make yourself happy and enjoy that baby, man. And this is advice that you really should take. Sleep now a lot. Get all the sleep you can. I know you stream in the middle of the night, Sniperton, but sleep, my man, when you're not sleeping. Why aren't you sleeping now? Go to bed. That's it. Interview over. Go to bed, Sniperton. What are you even doing here? All right, so man, you really enjoy that baby, and so when did you start? When did you really start seeing your? Because I've watched you around, I've seen you around, and you're really starting to dip. You're really starting to dip into the hundreds. Really get yourself good views. When did you start seeing your stream kind of grow?
Well, I mean, it's been growing at a decent clip since I started. I mean, it took me a month and a half to get 100 follows for the record. A month and a half, right? So once I started getting, I don't know, 10 plus viewers consistently and having people come back every day, and I really focused on harnessing the people that were kind and worth harnessing and putting energy into. And then especially the last, I don't know, however long the division's been out, it's gone kind of nuts because one, there's not a ton of Destiny streamers at the moment.
Yep.
And two, I'm a vampire, so it's like a twofer, right? There's not a ton of people streaming at night anyways, at any game, and especially not Destiny. So
and you live in Oregon, right? You live in Oregon, so
right. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast.
So whenever you start, I mean, whenever you start, let's say you start at 2 in the morning, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning for you. 11 o'clock at night, excuse me.
Right.
For you, so you're good to go. What do you do during the day, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I had been a graphic and web designer for 10 plus years. I decided to take a break from that, and I actually buy and sell video games online on an Amazon store right now.
Oh,
and
so
we'll
are you
be-
like the lady from 40-Year-Old Virgin who buys? I sell your stuff on eBay, but you really run I sell your stuff on Amazon store.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I've done eBay stuff too, but I will be opening an actual website, like standalone website here relatively soon. And I thought it would be actually a good opportunity to link that to the channel too, to be mutually beneficial for myself and the community.
So what can I do? I give you, let's say I have an old Assassin's Creed game that I don't play anymore. I give it to you, you give me $10 for it, and then you turn around, sell it for $30?
More like 20.
More like
typically.
20, more like $20? So you're like Frank from American Pickers? but for video games?
If you can get $10 for only spending a minute on it, and it takes me 2 months to sell it, you know what I mean?
That's friggin' well. That's good, man. That's really cool. So I'm guessing. So working from home, would you say that's an advantage to being a streamer?
Yes and no. It's an advantage if you are lazy and like doing things your own way. And I mean, I was in a startup for 3 years. I worked in the office for half that time, and I hated it.
Okay.
Working from home, I enjoy making my own schedule, being my own boss, but I mean, there's drawbacks too. There's no steady paycheck. If you're not working, you're not getting paid. You know, there's no paid vacations. There's no anything of that. So
Exactly.
you're your own limitation.
That's right, man, and that's what I mean. That's what I like about streaming as well. You know, being my own boss, working whatever the hell I want to work. And you're right. And if if we don't see much growth, we're not getting paid. We're not getting paid, and we're not seeing stuff. But that's good, man, and that's really awesome to hear. So really, and what you said about not many people streaming Destiny, it's really good. And I think you and I are in a good spot right now because you and I are sticking with Destiny. Streamers like you and I are sticking with Destiny. I would say you and I are almost at the same size right now, And I think it really is going to benefit us because come April, people are going to be like, well, these are the guys that stuck around to streaming Destiny, and they're going to be the ones that we're going to go to. Do you agree with that?
I mean, I'm sure there are some people that would think that. I think more like those, like Goth and the bigger streamers, they have more personality loyalties. Like, they like Goth as a person, right? So they're going to stick with him no matter what he's playing.
Yeah.
But then there are those people that are only Destiny viewers that, you're right, will find people here now and then see us later or see whoever later, and they probably will have that Destiny loyalty for sure. So
any tips, man? I'm gonna go ahead and say you're a on the precipice partnered streamer. Any tips for those that are looking to grow? How to get how to grow their audience? How to network properly? What has JSniperton done other than just be awesome at raids and be an awesome person?
Yeah, I've had a few people ask me this, and I kind of compiled a short list, but I will just kind of hit the points. So, one is be genuine, be yourself. Don't be who you think people want you to be. Decide what you want your community to be off the bat. If you are a salty person and you want to hang out with other salty people, then, kick out the nice people. If you're a nice person like me or us, and you have people coming in that are kind of cancerous or bringing a negative vibe or whatever, like, don't take it. Don't let them bring the rest of the community down if that's what you want. So set that early, and the people that stick around will see that, and they will stick with you. And people trickle in, and they see that, and they'll stay. As far as networking or hanging out with other streamers, just make friends. I mean, there's so many streamers that say this, just make friends. Don't go into their chat. Don't say, off-the-cuff things like, oh, man, stream was really tough today.
That's passive self-promotion. Yeah, that's passive.
Yeah.
We call that passive self-promotion around here, these parts. Yeah.
Especially if they don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you've never been in there. If we're really good friends and I ask you directly, or if another streamer asks you directly, sure. I mean, you've talked about this. Short and sweet. I was a little tough today, but it's all right.
That's it.
Leave it at that.
Don't harp on it. Don't harp on it, because then you're just promoting yourself at that point.
Right.
Yeah, like if I'm ever going to, whenever I go to Sniperton stream, and Snipes goes, "Hey Guardian, how was your stream yesterday?" I'd be like, "That was pretty good." thanks, man. And that's it.
Yeah, right.
That's all I'll say. I won't be like, well, you know, we delved into about 3 hours of Bungie talk and start breaking down what I talked about. So that's good, man. That's great advice. So yeah, go ahead, man. If I cut you off, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I actually never told anybody that I hung out with on Twitch when I was hanging in the chat that I was a streamer. Like, never. I still don't. If they don't know who I am, I don't mention it. It's like I'm there to support them, not the other way around. It's actually more fun to me, in my mind, if they find me organically and they're like, "Oh, hey, you've been hanging out on my channel for the past couple of days. What's up?" You know, you're making a genuine connection that sticks, as opposed to somebody seeing you on the director, like, "Oh, that's the guy that comes in and talks about himself in my stream all the time."
Yeah, you don't want that.
You know, it feels different, and I'm not talking about just myself. I'm talking about both ways. Like, you don't want people coming in your stream doing it.
Yeah.
So just be real, be personable. Find people on Twitch that you like. You don't have to go to every single Twitch streamer and try to be their friend if you don't like their personality. If you don't like them, you don't like how they stream, just kind of pass them by, go on to another person, find somebody you like, nurture that relationship, create a relationship. Rate them once in a while if you like them. You know, like, support them. They're gonna push back tenfold if that's how you treat people, is like people. You know what I mean? Instead of
exactly.
connections.
When I see people coming to my stream, a whole bunch, people that I say, "Oh, this guy's coming every day," I start looking into that person. Like, who's this?
Right.
Who's this person? They're coming every single day to my stream. I'm gonna see who they are, what they're about, what they do. Are they streamers themselves? Do they have a Twitter? All that stuff, and I do that as well. When people follow me on Twitter, I look at their bios. Like, oh, let me see what this person does. Oh, this person's a streamer. All right, I'm definitely gonna check them out and see what they're doing. So that's actually perfect advice, Snipes, and that's actually very, very good advice, and much appreciated. And I know everybody here will also appreciate that advice. So JSniperton is my guest. If I haven't reset him in a minute, my apologies. JSniperton, my guest today on the Streamer Spotlight, growing streamer. I mean, on the verge of partnership. If you guys ever need help with Vaulted Glass, my God, what the hell am I thinking about? Vaulted Glass, if you need help with Vaulted Glass. Yeah, if you need help with King's Fall, any PvE content, he's here for you. He loves running PvE content. You stream, when do you normally stream? Let the people know when you normally stream.
Normally 11 Pacific to 5 a.m.
So 5 a.m.
So nighttime, yeah.
So nighttime.
And if you don't mind,
you're the overnight guy. Go ahead.
Right. I did have one more piece that I just remembered.
One more piece of advice.
The stream thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think there's something that some people don't tick on as much when they're giving advice. It's, are you worth watching?
Yes.
And the best way that you can find that out is to watch yourself. I think a lot of people have talked about it. But if you watch yourself and you can't stand watching yourself for more than a couple of minutes, try to figure out what it is. What is causing you to turn it off? Is it your voice is too loud? Is the music too loud? You know, is it something that can be fixed immediately? Get that stuff on, on track, and take it seriously. I mean, if you're not
really be tough on yourself, because it's
absolutely.
Don't just watch yourself and be like, "Oh man, I'm awesome. What is he talking about?" Hell yeah, I can watch myself.
Yeah, right.
Be real critical with yourself and really think about what you're saying. Like, put yourself in the shoes of someone else. Or if you want, have someone else watch you, like someone in your family watch you, a friend that you know is gonna watch. Have them watch you, that you know is gonna be honest with you and tell you, "Hey man, so what do you think of this? What am I doing? What am I doing here?" And that's actually really good advice, because I actually do that. My wife says you're such an egomaniac, because I'm always watching my old streams. I always go back and I'm watching my old streams. She's like, "You're such an egomaniac." I'm like, I'm not an egomaniac. I just want to make sure what I'm saying, what I'm doing, I'm not saying anything stupid, that my audio sounds good, that my video looks good, that my microphone sounds good, that everything sounds good. So it actually is really good advice. You know, I come from a sports background. I have a sports background, so watching tape on yourself is always very important, you know? Watching tape on yourself and knowing what you did wrong, knowing what you did right is always very important. That's actually really good, really good advice from the one and only JSniperton. So Jay, man, thanks again for joining me this morning, and I'm gonna let you go, man. You need to go get some rest. You've been up all night, or maybe you need to go buy some video games and sell them on Amazon. Really appreciate that, and appreciate all the support you've given me. And you know, I'm always here to give you any support, man. And And, you know, I hope one of these days you and I could have a beer together and both be celebrating great times on our streams. And I can't wait to meet you at DestinyCon.
For sure. Beard high fives at DestinyCon.
Beard high fives and a butt low five. That's definitely happening. All right, Jay, man. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, dude. Peace.
There he goes.